Hi everyone, this is Sepi. In this video, I'm going to show you how to paint a lighthouse on a rocky island in watercolor. Let's get started. For drawing this subject, I am focusing on details on the lighthouse and the houses. For the island and the rocks, I would draw the outlines of the rocks, not being worried about every single rock and drawing exactly the same thing that I see in my reference image. I'm gonna start this painting using wet on wet technique and then adding the colors of the sky, which are ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, purple, and permanent rose. I let the colors bleed into one another and add pigments in different stages. For the water, I'm using ultramarine blue, a touch of cascade green, and cerulean blue. I dry the first layer. So for the second layer, I'm working on the rocks, creating the base colors, which are warm brown colors like burnt sienna and some cool brown colors, which I mix and make through using ultramarine blue and burnt umber. And I'm using my brush number 6 and number 2. Based on the temperature of colors, I switch back and forth between these colors that I mentioned. Working on the trees in the far scene, I am laying down my cool green, Russian or Viridian or Cascade and mixing it with some purple and ultramarine blue. And for the roofs of the houses, I use English red and burnt sienna. For the greeneries in the far scene, I also use olive green or sap green with some yellow ochre. And the beach in the far scene is a combination of browns and purple, but they are very light, so I add a lot of water to my mixture. In order to create a three-dimensional look to my lighthouse, I have to make a very nice gray color, which is mixed and made through combining or mixing some purple, blue, and brown. Adding some dark colors to the rooftop of the lighthouse, and then the dark accents of windows and all the other features of the lighthouse by using burnt umber and some purple or blue. I'm glazing some yellow on the lighter side of the houses, and then I'm darkening the opposite side, which is in the shadow, using some purple and blue. Adding some dark accents of burnt umber and blue to under the roofs, around the roofs, for some windows, and also a glaze of ultramarine blue on the wall under the roofs to show the shadow of the roof on the wall. To work on the rocks, think about negative painting. So I'm using my brush to outline the rocks, but then I would also consider that these outlines are the spaces around the rocks. I'm using my dark colors like purple and burnt umber. For the water, I use the same colors like viridian green and cerulean and ultramarine blue as the second layer and leaving some light passages. I repeat all these same colors and process again on the rocks, adding more dark accents, paying more attention to the source of light, which is on my left. And repeating the same colors on my water, on the walls of the houses, on the darker side of the rocks by using some ultramarine blue, adding more texture to the far seen trees by using viridian, mixing that with alizarin crimson or purple, and going over the water again with horizontal moves and brush strokes, adding some more warm colors like orange and English red to the rocks, and a touch of white gouache to show the foam of the water on the water, darkening the base of the trees in the far scene using indigo and viridian green, and adding some textures to the tiles of the roofs. And my work is done. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.